Good morning, everyone. It is 8:01. I'm First Alert Meteorologist Jill Gilardi here. It is time for First Alert Weather Extra, where we take some time twice a day to go through the forecasts on a more in-depth level for you. So yeah, the big story as we talk about today, we have a First Alert Weather Day, and in fact for today and tomorrow, the cold. It's brutally cold out there, but the worst part is, of course, the wind making it feel a lot worse. And then we have the wind. We've had still some ice left on the branches. They're, more brittle, and they could snap. And then if they land on power lines, well, you know the deal. We could have additional power outages. Still many folks dealing with the power outages today, and could be additional power outages that occur just because of that wind. So watch for ice as well. Anything that wasn't removed, it was kind of sloppy, slushy yesterday, is just frozen solid today. So real crunchy spots out there. My drive in, I did notice there was, anywhere there was standing water because, a drain might have been blocked because of the, snow, things like that. Anything that looks, shiny is likely to be ice. The main roads have been pretty good this morning. It's those secondary, tertiary roads that there is, plenty of spots, even though they've been, treated for the most part, still some spots out there. So just take it slower than normal, especially when you're, traveling at a high rate of speed. Just be very cautious on and off ramps in those areas where little patches of ice could be located. Nonetheless, it's the strong winds today, tomorrow, First Alert Weather Day, and then we're watching Thursday, and we'll get to that in just a bit. But for now, let's focus on the Arctic air, the gusty winds that could get over 50 miles per hour. There's been some localized reports of over that, but generally it's been in that 30-40 mile per hour range this morning so far. Very cold wind chill in the morning hours today and tomorrow. We have a wind advisory in effect until 7. The winds are going to be even stronger if you're headed up towards Massachusetts, the Berkshires. That's a high wind warning. And so, yeah, it could even be worse. But traveling on, any route where the wind is coming in from the northwest, even a north to south route, west to east route, you're going to feel that tug in a high-profile vehicle. So really be cautious. 2 hands on the wheels. Be careful out there. It could really, throw you off traveling. But here are some of the gusts. As of 8 o'clock, 38 Danbury. It was 46 in Bridgeport. It's come down. These are going to fluctuate in that 30, 40-plus mile per hour range. And getting even stronger later this morning into the early afternoon. That's when our strongest wind gusts will be occurring. Again, could exceed 50 miles per hour. Not out of the question. And you can see tonight still windy and gusty, but not quite as intense. Once the sun goes down, the intensity kind of backs off a little bit. The wind chill right now, as of 8 o'clock, again, you can keep up with this throughout the day through the First Alert Weather app for your location. Make sure on the app you have it say following you. So no matter where you are, you'll always get current conditions. But it's feeling pretty rough out there right now. The actual air temperature is not bad, if we didn't have the wind, it wouldn't be so bad. It's below freezing across the state. But again, that wind is creating that awful feel. Inland today, it's not going to be feeling much better. We're just kind of hanging out. Temperatures are not going to change much. The feels like temperature is going to be in the teens, not only inland, but also down towards the shoreline. Okay, a few spots you might feel as warm as, 20, 25 degrees. But here's a look at the forecast highs. We're not going very far at all. So a very strong wind is going to create that much colder feel. 21's the normal low, so we are above that this morning, but the wind obviously making it feel colder. 39 now is the normal high, and we honestly really don't have any temperature that warm over the next 7 days. Get a little warmer towards the weekend. Nonetheless, right now it's 27, so an above average start, but the wind, as we know, is creating that cold feel in Windsor Locks. We've been seeing some scattered clouds at times, and don't be shocked if you're like, what was that? Yep, you probably saw a little flurry or two. That is a possibility as we go throughout today. Torrington, the camera's really shaking. We're focused in on that flag that has not gone from, a stiff direction at all. And same goes for New Haven. They've done a great job, clearing off the walking areas of the green, but You can see just next to it that road or little walkway area too has some crunchy spots. So again, anything that wasn't removed yesterday is just iced over, crunchy, we'll call it. New London right now, we're seeing 29. The camera's clearly shaking there. And we've seen a few little snow showers or flurries try and develop. And again, it's just, flying through the air, not really adding any impact to our day. Now, look at noon. We start to cloud up a little bit more, so a slightly higher chance for a little snow shower, especially north, but no big deal. That's not really the main story. The main story going to tomorrow, how brutal it's going to feel. Some single digits and teens throughout the day, a few scattered clouds. Wednesday, we're watching a system developing to our south. The question is, how far north will the snow make it? And right now, based on the latest data, again, we will get more of that high resolution data as we get closer, but it looks like the chance for snow for Thursday, it's probably in that, we'll give it like a 40-50% chance right now. Obviously, we have one model that's showing a slightly higher chance. That's the European model. And as we go through Thursday night, the European model showing some light snow possible, the American model not so much. And then by Friday morning, anything that does, fall, it's over and done with. So in terms of an accumulation, if we do get snow right now, it would be light. You're talking about an inch or two at best, maybe slightly higher, as you get towards the southeastern shoreline. But this does not look like that big blockbuster storm system that was all over the internet and, was asked this past weekend, like, yes, Jill, is it a yes, or is it, still watching, I'm like, it's a still watching. And here's why, it's like models show things, but things change, as we know. Now, it doesn't mean that we can't go back to seeing a slightly higher chance, but as we get closer, things are leaning towards a glancing blow with that particular system. So our first alert 7-day forecast is a chillier than normal one. We get a little warmer late week into the weekend. Right now, the weekend is looking dry and, not bad at all for this time of year. Just a little bit cooler than average, but we're pretty chilly. We're the windiest today. We're very breezy tomorrow. And then finally by Wednesday, still below freezing. We have some very cold, mornings to deal with, even some single digits too. But we will be watching Thursday. Still looks like a glancing blow at best. And then Friday through the weekend, much better weather in terms of the shoreline temperatures. You'll not be that much warmer, like a degree or two compared to everyone else. So again, we're going to get new data coming in as we go throughout today. And we'll continue to keep you updated on, of course, that Thursday system, let you know if there are any changes. But for right now, it looks like a glancing impact at best, very light going into Thursday evening and night, but gone certainly by Friday morning. So again, we're going to have another First Alert Weather Extra live update for you, streaming live, coming up at 9:30 tonight. So Mike will refresh you on all this, any changes made to the forecast. But of course, we will have updates coming up on a great day at 9 and also on the news at noon. So you can also get some additional updates then. All right, everyone, be safe with this, cold weather, some icy spots out there. And we'll keep you posted on any changes with the forecast. Take care.